Hey all, got a night here. Yeah, sorry I've been deathly quiet lately. Realized kind of just put some damperings on things. I've had a few unexpected financial issues. My car being one of them. It's needed a lot of work lately. So I haven't been buying boosters to open for the channel. So, yeah, a little bit of suckfest. And, with not being able to go to F&M and everything, and do drafts, or even just play, I've mostly been playing at home with family and, with Prussia and that WoW chick. But it's just it's been a little dull. So I made a fun little deck. Something to pick me up. I mean, in my spare time I've been working on an EDH deck, which I have in here. I'm not gonna do a deck tech on it. It's just a black white. Again, you tell my love of wars all bleeds over there because it's a black white deck. I've actually just been kind of eBaying some staples for it. Like mana rampers like Soul Ring and Gilded Lotus, stuff like that, just to tweak it. And I've been trying to get decent prices because I can't spend a lot. I think I managed to get maybe spending like $20 that I really didn't have to get some staples. So, but this is just a fun little deck I made. It's a standard deck, and if I ever go to F&M, I might test it out. But I'm going to cover the mana base on it. Running 9 basic islands, 9 basic forest, 4 Cynic Guild Gates, and 1 Breeding Pool, because I just had 1 and I thought I'd throw it in. This deck actually has a lot of ramping, so I know a lot of people go, oh, Guild Gates slow you down, but, not a problem with this deck. Running 4 Delver of Secrets. It's just a fun little card, but nice for 1 mana for a 3/2 flyer, so really can't complain there. I'm running 4 Experiment 1s, because they evolve 1/1, plus they can be regenerated. A pair of Skylashers. 3 Gyre Sages. I thought I had a 4th one, but I don't, so... actually, I did this more or less to deal with flyers, because this deck doesn't have a way of dealing with flyers. Gatecreeper Vine for mana fixing, and so I can hunt down a gate or a basic land. Axebane Guardian, a little bit more mana fixing. Usually by turn 3 or 4, like turn 4, I can get out the 2 Primordial Hydras in here. Plus, at the beginning of your upkeep, it doubles the counters, so... get the Hydra out and get out with 8 counters on it, and then next turn 16, so once it is 10 or more, it's got trample. Heck, even by turn 4, I had the 1 giant Adaphage I had in here out, so... my win conditions either Primordial Hydra or just swamping the board with giant Adaphages. I mean, I could win in theory with, the Delver of Secrets or the Experiment 1s doing damage, but, again, Gyre Sages were also for the mana fixing. Just a couple spells to speed things up. Bioshifts to move counters onto the Gyre Sages, or to move more counters on the Primordial Hydra to give them the trample. Give and take, either for drawing cards if I need it, or for, adding more counters. Hidden Strings, just to slow things up for my opponent. A pair of Rancors, just to give trample, if I get it out early on the Delver, or the Experiment 1s. And a pair of Plasm Captures to deal with, any threats. Very simple deck. To be honest, I noticed that the only problem I have with this deck when I was tinkering with it and playing with it was that I just end up with a lot of mana. A lot of mana that I'm not doing anything with. And usually it gets pretty fast by turn 3 or 4. I think it was at turn 4 I had 16 mana available to me, which was ridiculous. But, and I think next turn I put out a Primordial Hydra for 14. Yeah, so pretty cool. I might do a follow-up video later on the EDH deck I'm tinkering with, but it's not amazing. And again, at my local game store, I got people that play EDH and always say, "Hey, do you have an EDH deck?" So I started building it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback on it. You guys let me know what you think. Like I said, just a fun little green deck with tons of mana ramping and some big creatures, which is one of the reasons why I like green. But, yeah, God Knight is still alive and still kicking, folks. Alright? Hopefully I'll get the car back on the road and I'll be able to get some packs and, open them for the channel. Alright? Well, God Knight signing out.